Hello and welcome back to All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and my guest is Kymberly Miller, who is the Executive Director of Children's Fairyland right here in the great city of Oakland. Kymberly, let's talk about membership. I mean,
Mhm.
how can one enjoy all of this great excitement there at Fairyland?
Yeah, we have several levels of membership.
Okay, let's go through them quickly.
Yeah. We have the levels of membership. First of all this information can be found at fairyland.org,
Okay,
and
now say that again so people will know.
all of the information can be found at fairyland.org.
Fairyland.org, and that should be on the screen. Okay.
So we have several levels of membership depending on how many adults you want to have on your membership,
Mhm.
because no child is admitted to Fairyland without an adult, and no adult without a child.
And what is considered a child?
You know, anything
Anybody under
in
18?
yeah,
Okay.
right. So what we really want to do is make sure that our membership program offers a wide array of options for all kinds of families. Some families have caregivers and they want the caregivers on the membership.
Hmm.
Some families want the grandparents on the membership or the aunties. So we want to make sure we're being flexible about the membership. So we have about 4 or 5 levels. One of the most important memberships we just launched this year is our Fairyland for All membership. Fairyland has not, over the last, I would say 73 years, has seemed like it has been open to everyone. But when we really looked at it over the last couple of years, it has felt like not all of our community has been invited in.
Hmm.
And there's many barriers in front of that. And one of that is price. We're $16 a person per ticket. And then our first membership starts at $139.
Is that for a year?
For the membership is for 1 year.
Okay. Okay.
It seems affordable, but not everybody can afford it.
Oh, yeah, I
And we
know.
want every child in Oakland to feel like that they can have a visit, come to Fairyland anytime they want. So the Fairyland for All membership is $50 for all qualifying households, meaning if you subscribe to WIC, EBT, any of that, all you have to do is show that card, and that membership is $50. And we just launched that this year, and that's very important to our efforts to make sure Fairyland is accessible to all children and families.
Now, did COVID have any impact on Fairyland?
Absolutely, we were closed for 10 months.
10 months?
Yes. When the world shut down, so did Fairyland. We were one of the first to open with the Oakland Zoo in the summer of 2020. But then everybody closed back down that December, you must remember. And then we opened for good in March of 21.
Great. Now, summer day camps. You have
Yes.
summer day camps.
Yes, we have a
How does
robust
that work?
camp. Yes, so those camps are open for registration in February. And we run those camps as soon as Oakland gets out of school. And this year it was May through early August. And we have several different camps, and they get sold out in a minute.
I saw on the website something called Fairyland at Home. I mean, how do you go to Fairyland without leaving home?
Well, that was during the pandemic. We started that program.
That
Like many
explains.
organizations, we felt like we needed to support our families, and we found a way digitally to bring our puppet shows, our toddler story times, digital resources to families, so they felt like Fairyland was supporting them through this hard time of the pandemic, being locked up in the house.
Now, education and the community. You have a program concerning that. How does that work?
So our summer camps are under our education banner, as well as our field trip program, which often has a educational component called Flora and Fauna, which is basically earth science, exploring earth science at that early elementary school age. And so those the field trip program, summer camps, and our outreach program, making sure that we're bringing Fairyland out to the community, whether it's the street fair or wherever, those are being done by our education and community engagement department.
So you have a department that's devoted exclusively
Yes,
to
that's right.
educating the community.
Yes, because we consider Fairyland an informal early childhood education center where kids learn the love of reading, telling their own story, um, you know, acquiring sort of the ability to inhabit characters that tell a story. We feel like we're doing that service for that age group.
And how can a school get involved, for example, with the
Yeah, we have
Fairyland?
a very good connection with OUSD,
Hmm.
especially the CDCs, the early childhood folks, as well as the lower elementary ages, kind of K through 3 is where our sweet spot is. So we develop relationships with those teachers to make sure that they have. Our dream is that every child in K through 3 in Oakland, regardless of the school district, um, gets a trip to Fairyland every year.
So if a school wanted to, it could arrange, I suppose, through the
Absolutely, they can
school.
find that information on our website for sure. They can arrange a field trip.
Uh,
Absolutely.
Well, we have to go to break again, so don't touch that remote. We will be right back with All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris, and my guest is Kymberly Miller. Can you see that beautiful smile on her face? That means she really loves Fairyland, and
Absolutely.
Fairyland loves you. Don't touch that remote. We will be right back with All About Community.